You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy podcast network.
Dan, Daniel.
And here we go.
I'm not a brugard. I just was looking for tournament doll.
Merry Christmas, filthy animal.
Here I am. Santa's coming to town. Oh my God!
And we are live. We'll do it live. Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Football Giants. That's right, football and football. Balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Pearson, and I am joined, as always, by the very festive Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm so festive today, dude. We're talking playoff football in December for our team. The Premier League, that's still a thing. It's like a gift right after Christmas. Like we get the Premier League back. And yeah, man. How you doing Christmas shopping wise?
I'm done. I just got to get a couple of more things for the dogs. But that's
dogs are easy. Dogs don't even care if you get last minute.
I'm just gonna get some bones from PetSmart. Not a sponsor.
That's it. Not a sponsor at all.
But yeah, they'll enjoy it. They'll enjoy it. Also, talking about football coming or soccer, I did see the other day, Monday, I opened up the Twitter machine, and Europa Conference League was tweeting, talking about, hey, what's your team of the season so far? And I was like, I genuinely forgot you existed. I forgot we was in that competition. Holy shit.
But also, like, if there is anybody that is not saying West Ham is the team of the year for that league, at least get the fuck out. Like West Ham hasn't lost a game.
Name any other players on any other team in the Conference League.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. I don't think I can.
Oh, there we go. We got Bobby McMahon. What was Alex Ownage live chat on YouTube? Happy Hanukkah. Yes, happy Hanukkah.
He may or may not have been a recipient of a Gravy Award. Not to spoil anything. Not to spoil anything for those of you that haven't viewed yet.
Is it out yet? I thought it was tomorrow.
It'll be out probably very late tonight or early tomorrow morning.
Wow, exciting. PTG episode 5,600.
493.
493. You got anything lined up special for the big 500?
We're gonna do a live one again, I think.
Just not live in person again. Not that too soon for that.
No, in person, like live.
Oh, you're gonna do another one at the Southern Star Brewery?
Maybe not at Southern Star. I think we have a different location. Nothing against Southern Star, but it's kind of closer to Houston. So I think that's probably the way we're going with that one. Southern Star will still probably be very, very much involved with it.
Sexy. Speaking of, I don't want to. Yeah, we're not going to spoil anything, but we've got.
Yes, Bobby. Yes, Bobby.
Bobby knows no spoilers, but watch the video version on YouTube. Yes, go to youtube.com/PassTheGravyPod or whatever it is now with the ads.
Just search Pass Gravy Podcast on it. I don't know if we've got the /Pass Gravy Pod yet.
But have you not got that? Because YouTube, because now you can go to like it doesn't roll off the tongue. I don't know why they changed this, but now if you go to youtube.com/@CVBpod, you get to this channel. It's like, why is there a /@? It doesn't make any sense. But there you go.
Yeah,
well, we've got a big milestone coming up in a couple of months. Our 100th episode.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh? It's been a long time we've been doing this podcast.
Well, technically, as the calendar goes, in a couple of weeks it'll be our 4th year. Technically, we've been doing shows for separate years.
That's a long time. We have been doing 4 years of That is like the 9th annual Spooktacular. That's fucking nuts. We've done 9 of those.
And maybe might have a special guest for the 10th one.
Yeah, you think you can make it down?
I'm trying.
Just do Christmas in Houston.
No, because I was thinking about doing Christmas in England, so I might. So the earlier in December, the better.
To Heathrow. We're probably gonna do it about the same time we did this year and every other year. Usually right about Christmas.
You don't want to make any changes slightly because
one guy's coming in,
and then the last second, sorry, I can't make it. My bad.
Yeah. Oh, turns out something came up.
So I have a haircut booked that day. I forgot. I totally forgot about it.
I can't back out of these again.
All right. Before we get in, I'll try to get Eli Manning to come to CBB for the 100th episode. Well, would we have a special guest? We do.
That'd be sick.
I mean, no offense to the guy that has said he'll come on to the 100th show. Eli Manning.
We'd probably bump him. We'd probably bump him for Eli, I think.
Yeah. But
so let us know.
Let us know just tweet Eli Manning. Go to come to CBB.
Hey, it's me. Remember me? I'd be like, yeah, dog, I got you.
Also, I've been trying. I was thinking about getting. I saw the picture of Eli Manning with the the giant baseball cap. Him and Peyton were wearing. I might just get that printed on a T-shirt just for funsies.
That'd be tight.
I don't think I'd be able to put it in the store. That would get ripped down pretty quickly.
You'd get see Indeed real quick.
Hey, no publicity is bad publicity, as they say.
That's true.
That would get his attention. While I have your attention, Eli, now you're trying to sue us. Fancy coming on to the show? Huh?
I do have him with the middle fingers on Monday Night Football. Barstool did that, and I bought that like right away. And so they only made so many before they got cease and desisted. But so like I would wear that when they'd lose. Be Eli Manning just flipping the bird at the camera from last year.
Did they ever announce how many officially got out before they got?
No, but they definitely got cease and desisted pretty quick. Like the second I saw it, I was like, "This is gonna get taken down real quick." But I already ordered it.
That'd be sweet just to think how limited edition that was.
It is very limited edition. Or anybody that can go find a screenshot of it and
just do it themselves.
Yeah, they can do that too. They just can't sell it.
See, I don't know how to do things offline anymore. Now, because I was struggling to find a place online where I can just order one T-shirt. Where I'm assuming I can just go to the mall and just give them.
You upload it now.
USB thing, and can you print that?
Do this, make this a thing. Yeah, there's so many shirt printing sites online. Speaking of shirts, the merch.cbbpod.com. You have the Christmas sweater version of it, but Viva La Dimes. I got a brief ban from the Giants Reddit. Turns out not a lot of Che Guevara references appreciated. I was like, guys, it's a meme. Just relax. They're like, Tony, you don't know about Che Guevara. And I was like, hey, I'm just saying he's our boy. And he's going fucking gorilla mode on this shit. Like, all right. And I just kind of quit defending it and deleted it because they were like, all right, you're no longer allowed to comment on this for however many days. And like that was a couple weeks ago. But my Viva La Dimes shirt 3-0 this year, and I don't rewear shirts. Like if I'm wearing a shirt and they lose that season, that shirt's done. Game days. But Viva La Dimes 3-0. 3-0. Wore it on Sunday night. Got the dub. That was sick. Wore it for that Packers game we live streamed, and I wore it for the Jaguars game.
See, that's the problem with that. You can't ride your luck too much because if you start wearing it every game, I think it loses its power. You have to give it time to recharge.
I ripped it out and I was like, you know what? We need Danny to go fucking gorilla mode on this shit. And it's GUERILLA mode, obviously. Yeah. But I threw that on there. I mean, he didn't go full on gorilla mode, but he was like, there were so many opportunities. I felt like at the end of the game where like people that want to hate on Danny. Last year, like they would be like, look, see, he threw a bad pass there. Like he had a lot of opportunities to fuck it up at the end of that game. And there was not a God damn it, Danny. There was not any of that. And
no, God damn it, Danny. Not even pick Danny up because he's been sacked. Not even one of them.
Yeah, he was able to get out of there. He had to be quick with the ball. And I mean, he didn't have to run away from it. Saquon. It was Danny's running that got us through the majority of the game. I think that last drive that Saquon had the 3 back-to-back big runs that put us in field goal range. Like that was massive. Not to take it
3 plays back-to-back where you run like 15 yards or something.
Yeah, like double-digit yards gained on back-to-back plays in that final drive where we got the Graham Gano field goal. Which, like, dude, do you know how much I was still stressed at the end of that? But like, can you imagine how much more stressed it would have been if Gano doesn't make that field goal? Then it's just a touchdown to beat us. And I was like, God damn it! Like, please don't miss this. And it kind of wobbled, but it went back in. It broke well for us. And then I don't know. I just felt like Danny did a great job. Saquon picked it up in that last drive. It was a good fucking night to be a Giants fan for sure. Probably McDonald's.
So jokes on everyone except Tong Dungy for choosing Washington. Yeah, idiots. They're not
fucking losers.
Sure, at the going in, Giants come off a heavy defeat, and Washington were getting good.
We had bye week. Oh, we had play bye.
And Daniel Jones has never won in prime time, forgetting the important stat that Daniel Jones owns Washington. They forgot that.
Washington.
Like that's a fact.
Yeah.
So
and he went out there and he got it done. Oh, also Taylor Heineke is now the son of Kayvon Thibodeaux, because Kayvon Thibodeaux is a fucking monster, man. We've talked about him kind of breaking out like all throughout the year, where it's like I think like we're over and over again, and especially in that Thanksgiving Day game where it's like he may not have the stats to back it up, but like the havoc that guy just wreaks in the backfield, where like he may not be getting the numbers or the tackles or the sacks or any of that, but like he's opening it up so much more for other people to make plays, and like he's rushing quarterbacks and flushing them out of pockets to where they're getting hit by other guys. And just this was the game where like I think it was 12 tackles he had in that game. 12 tackles. He had the strip sack that he then picks up. Like the fact that like I saw the replay. It was like 2.5 seconds from like snap to sack, or like it's the snap to him stripping the ball from Taylor Heineke. Yeah. And he just, all right, fuck you. This is my ball. Then he's on the ground. Then somehow he's up, and then somehow he picks up the ball, and then somehow he's in the end zone. All where you're like,
and then he does like a front flip as well, just for
like. Did you like when you were watching it? Did you process it like the same? Like I rewatched the game today, and it was on NFL Network, and I was just like, yeah, like it felt like it was way faster than that when I watched it in like real time. Where you're like, okay, that was it. That was a fumble. It was definitely a fumble, and he scored.
Yeah, there was definitely like I was sitting there, and as soon as he went over the line to score a touchdown, and they went touchdown Giants, it was still like a couple of seconds.
Because whenever you have that, you're like, was the arm moving forward? Was this happening? Blah 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 blah. And then it was like, yeah, no, absolutely not. That arm was not moving forward at all. He just swatted that bitch out, and then he fell down. Then he still beat everybody else up to the ball. Then just stepped in. Wow, that was a fantastic turn of events right there. Like that. Well. That was about as perfect of a play as for a fan as you could have, where you're like, oh, we got all the things. A strip, like it would have been sacked, but just the strip fumble, and then and he's in. Cool. Let's do that. It's like a pick six.
Well, I wasn't worried about anything in that situation, because obviously at that point we'd already paid off the referees, obviously. So the chick clear.
Listen to bad calls talk when like Dallas is getting the second Dallas game. Like, okay, you told me we didn't get calls going the wrong way for us. Get the fuck out of here, right? Darius Slayton getting fucking stabbed basically in the end zone. Like, yep, nope, that was on him. Like, just the amount of holds that they just don't call on any of those guys. I'm not even like. Yeah, did it look like there was a little contact? Okay. But if you also watch that entire way down, they were very physical. And if you're going to let the guys play, you got to let the guys play. And they let the guys play, and not going to apologize.
Well, it was always going to... I paid no mind to it, because anytime anyone posted, and a bunch of people fucking posted about it and spoke about it, that was a pass interference. And then as soon as you commented, oh, yeah, but what about this? And it's like the picture of Kayvon Thibodeaux, not Kayvon, Kayvon Thibodeaux having the face mask ripped down where he could have sacked the quarterback. And he said, what about this? They go quiet. The responses go quiet after that.
Show me which Kayvon Thibodeaux, which holding his Thibodeaux was that was not called. Like, show me which one of those wasn't really a hold, because when a guy's usually got his arms up like that, that's because he's being held. And Kayvon was kind of doing that the whole game and then just still getting to the tackle. Like, that guy is like they call it a bull rush because like that's what bulls look like. And like he looks like a fucking agile as fuck bull, does he not? Like, just I can't tell you how many times I have rewatched the touchdown from him where it's just oh fucking let me run it again in slow motion. Because like slow motion isn't slow enough. He's there so fast. Like Taylor Heineke's like, and dead.
Oh, I'm about to throw it. It was like, no.
He didn't have a second to think about it. Like, Kayvon Thibodeaux was such a fucking stud. And the fact that we got him and Evan Neal, and I know Neal struggled throughout the majority of that game. And I mean, this season hasn't necessarily been his best season. I mean, it's been his only season, but it's not been a great rookie campaign. He's a rookie offensive lineman, and I think he's going to find his footing. If you look at Andrew Thomas had games like this his rookie season last year. So like, I think that Evan Neal's going to take that next step forward, and then we're going to have two very, very good bookends on either side of the offensive line. But like, it is amazing when you're like, we got fucking him and Kayvon in the same draft class. Like, that is absolutely insane that we got those guys. Cause like, you know, like if the Bears get Justin Fields, like which one of those guys do we take? But Kayvon Thibodeaux is just a fucking absolute monster of a human being, and I'm really glad he's on our team. And that just him doing that, it's just that was maybe my favorite Giants picture of this season.
Also, I have to say, when during the draft, the NFL draft, obviously he was before then. I was the one saying, oh my God, there's so many places that we need fixing up. And everyone's like suggesting me to get this edge rusher, Kayvon Thibodeaux. And I'm like, what? We don't need edge rusher. We don't need an edge rusher. What the hell? And I was bitching about it. I was 100% wrong. My God, I'm so happy we have him now. Because if this is what he does now, imagine next season, the season after that.
Exactly. And we also didn't realize like how fucking bonkers Wink Martindale's defensive system is, where he's like, I think they were showing like he blitzes 51% of the time, and like second place in the league was like 38. It was just like, oh, okay. So just like a full like 10+% more than the second most team. And it's like, yeah, we do generate a lot of pressure. And like really when the Giants, like that means you have to rely on your corners and your secondary, and sometimes that bites us in the ass. But like when you think about the mistakes made by somebody like a Heineke or somebody that's just not like a stud quarterback, it does get in their face and it forces them to do things. And when you have Dexter Lawrence and then Leonard Williams, when we get him back and he's healthy, and you have fucking Kayvon Thibodeaux, like that is a fucking absolutely insane murderer's row of guys that are just trying to fucking take you down and get the ball from you. And like the fact that we didn't know, like, I mean, he blitzed a lot in Baltimore, but we didn't realize that like Brian Dale was just gonna be like, do your fucking thing, bro. Just fucking dial up another blitz. And when he gets bit on a blitz, he just blitzes harder the next time. So it's like, okay. Like sometimes you see those big chunk plays and then just a fucking big loss because he's like, I don't fucking care, man. I'm running people at you all goddamn day. And I don't know if they were like, the Giants really have a lot of talent on this roster. We need to just fucking generate pressure and hope people make mistakes. Like that was, I think, what helped us win games at the beginning of the season. I think people somewhat adjusted to it, but just he does a bunch of weird shit where you watch up and you'll have three guys over a gap where you don't have anybody else on that line having to block anybody at that point in time, and then they spread out and you're like, who the fuck is supposed to block who? Like he just does things that like make you take that half a second and be like, wait. And then when you do that, somebody's past you at that point. And like all it takes is one guy to get past you to make the play. And that's what like I think like Wink Martindale gets shit on for like all he does is blitz. And it's like, yeah, I guess. But he comes up with a bunch of weird, different, like odd shit. And then like that half a second stutter step you had to make as an offensive lineman in your pass protection. That half second to think about something as a quarterback. I think that is all it takes in a game like this where you know, Taylor Heineke doesn't get the ball out fast enough. He could have, I mean, I don't know how you get the ball out any faster than he could have got that ball out. But like, you hesitate a little bit and you make the mistake. And then that's what the Giants have been like, that's what's fueled them in the beginning of the season. And like, just still kind of like it seemed like that it was kind of fueling them a little bit on Sunday. But like we didn't appreciate what Wink Martindale was about to do. So like now Kayvon Thibodeaux is like, that's absolutely like the perfect draft pick for this defensive team. Like the way that like Wink is like, I'm gonna just fucking let that guy go and wait for him to figure some shit out. And then that kid's just gonna go. And like Kayvon Thibodeaux is he's a bear. Just getting into it. It's like blocking a bear.
What I want is, do they still do that? I think do they still do it where they put like mics on certain players?
So yeah, mic'd up.
Do they still do that?
Yeah, I don't know if they had one on Kayvon, but
I was gonna say I really want one on him because I just bet that as soon as it snaps, he's just like, "Aah!" and just running it.
Yeah,
crazy.
That would be probably safe bet, but that's Kayvon Thibodeaux is a fucking special player, and the fact that we got him and Evan Neal in the same draft class is absolutely insane. But shout out to the Giants, dude. That was our biggest game. I think we said that like biggest game since 2016 for the franchise. Everybody picked against us, it seemed like, and they showed up.
Especially since
they found ways to win when they had to find ways to win. And like I don't give a fuck what you want to say about the end. Like don't fumble the ball on the goal line. Don't make stupid mistakes. Beat a bad secondary that's made of practice squad players. If you want to do that, like don't blame it on the last couple of plays at the end of the game.
I mean, really, other than there was a couple of penalties where you're like, seriously, what the fuck? It was a pretty solid performance. There was not many gaping, like obvious mistakes I could really pinpoint.
I mean, the offense didn't we sucked on third downs. We didn't really have a lot of great drives. Like,
there was, but I'm saying like there was no like, what the fuck were you doing kind of moments, really.
Offensive line play a little bit. I mean, Danny threw, I think, over. I don't know how exactly. How many times did he throw? Let me pull up
like there wasn't two players running into each other.
Right. Isaiah Hodgins blocked really, really well. Daniel Jones was 21 of 32. He had 32 pass attempts, which is a lot. I think the most he's probably had all season. But I think that so some of the offensive line not blocking well kind of forced him to rush some passes that he was good at like making sure he wasn't getting our team in trouble with his passes, but like having to get the ball out that fast. Washington stopped anything that was inside those quick little in and out routes. So it kind of limited us. We just got to figure out offensively like what this team's gonna do. But like we again don't have the personnel to really like expand what our play calling is right now. Like if we had a receiver that was nothing against Darius Slayton or the Hodgins, but if we had another receiver that was say a little bit better than them, like maybe we run some other stuff with them. Shepard's here. I think we have a little bit of a different offense.
Also, just quick shout out.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Coming in clutch with that. Was it fourth down and 9? Hell of a throw by DJ.
Yeah,
he came in clutch. He got it.
That was ballsy to go for it right there in that spot too. But yeah, dude, I don't know. It was there's games where like I feel like we were just waiting to have our heart broken, and it kind of felt like that at a certain point when they were driving. And dude, we got it done. You texted me, and we were just fucking losing it. Like that was the best feeling win we've had all season, and it doesn't mean we're in the playoffs. I think if we win this week, we're in the playoffs.
Okay, so I was going to talk about that. Break it down. I think
we have an 81% or 85% chance of getting in the postseason now. Pretty much, we got to win another game.
Actually, I forgot to sit down those. But what was I going to say? But yeah,
Minnesota,
I remember I was glad I bet you was glad you had the day off the next day, because I was like, when that game finished, I was like, yeah, I'm not going straight to bed. I'm too hyped.
Yeah, I was like, how do you go to bed after that?
Like, I was up until like 2:00, just like tweeting, listening to watching all of other Giants podcasts. I was like, I wanted.
Yeah, I want
give me Giants.
All the info I can get.
All right, let me pull this up, and we can break down our road to the playoffs. Because there is technically, I don't know where Alex went, but there is technically a way that we can ish. So we're 8-5-1, so that's a half game, and we have the tiebreaker against Washington. So we're basically 1.5 wins above Washington, Seattle, and Detroit. So if we beat the Vikings on Sunday, and then Washington, Seattle, and Detroit lose their games, that will put us 2.5 ahead with only 2 games left.
So we're in at that point.
So we're in. But also because now we're 6th seed, we actually technically only need
49.
2 of them to lose, if I'm correct.
Right. So I mean, like, and I don't have their schedules in front of me, but I know Washington plays Dallas to finish it.
Here we go. So the one that's not, I don't think is going to happen. So the Lions, they have the 5 Panthers. That's winnable for them.
Packers.
The 3-11 Bears, that's definitely winnable for them. And then 5-8 Packers, last game of the season. Which, even though they're not the team they used to be, it's not guaranteed for Detroit, I don't think.
Right. And I mean, if one of those teams is going to get in, I think Detroit's the easiest one to get in. Washington has a murderer's row ahead of them. Because
the 49ers, Browns, and Cowboys.
Probably not going to be the 49ers. 49ers are still in the hunt for, I think, that 1 seed, maybe not. They're in the hunt for the 2 seed at least, which we would ideally like them to get the 2 seed. So they would play Dallas because we don't want to play 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather play Kirk Cousins in the playoffs.
Oh, I didn't put Cowboys on there. So they got 10 wins. So we're
Dallas would play
behind them. They would play Vikings at the moment, if I'm correct.
No, they'd play Tampa.
Sorry, yes. We are playing Minnesota, right? We are playing the Vikings at the moment.
49ers.
Wait, what? Where did... Look at this.
We're playing the 49ers, I believe, because the Vikings are ahead of the 49ers in the standings. Then it would be Cowboys.
Okay, sorry. So the 7th seed, so Washington right now, we'll be currently playing Vikings. We will play the 49ers. Dallas will play Tampa. So, yeah, if we can... I mean, if Dallas lose all 3 games and we win 2 of our games, we would jump above them. Which, it's not impossible.
I mean, if we can beat Minnesota, we can definitely beat the Colts. The Cowboys are probably going to play a Jalen Hurts-less Eagles, but like they could still lose.
Oh yeah, because that's what Cowboys like to do at the end of the season.
Right. But then if the Eagles, we want the Eagles to win all of the games and then have nothing to play for week 18. So they sit everybody and we just trounce them. And then we get to move up. And the Dallas does that. I mean, I don't know. Give me the playoffs and I'll shut up. Like, I don't care. I just want to be in the playoffs.
Well, the Eagles, all they have to do is win 1 more game. Or even tie a game. And they've got the division. So I'd like to think that is definitely going to be locked up by the time they play us.
But they want that 1 seed because only 1 team gets the bye. Really, what we're also not talking about.
Sorry. Yes.
What we're also not talking about is that this is the first time since 2016 that we will be guaranteed not to have a losing season. So
yeah, it's 100% a fact.
At worst.
Fact that.
At worst.
We could lose out.
We are
8-8 still have a 500 season.
Because of the tie. But I want to finish with a winning season, which means we have to win another game. I would ideally like to win multiple games. Let's fucking get in the playoffs, guys. Let's get in the playoffs. Like, we're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs to me. Like, that was a playoff game.
Considering it's not mathematically a lock, but considering you Commanders, Seahawks, and Lions, if I'm
Seahawks
to
are
win,
kind of going down.
out.
I feel like they're trending downward. Washington, with their schedule, probably trending downward. Lions trending upward, absolutely.
Do you know what's really fucking annoying for me
Just
though?
lose out 2 of them though.
Just because of how the schedule goes, if I'm correct. Where's Saturday's game? Saturday's games. Wait, what? What? Saturday. Yeah, so the Commanders play at the 4:05, whereas Giants, Lions, and the Seahawks will play at 1:00. So I could just to annoy me and ruin my Christmas, and I could see the Lions losing, the Seahawks losing, us winning, and it's like, all we need is Washington losing.
I mean, to the 49ers, like, come on.
I know.
49ers are going to beat him.
But yeah, it was very much it's been a while since I've been trying to work out how we can make the playoffs. So my brain is kind of melting.
Just do what I do where I'm like, we're in the playoffs.
I think we're in.
We're in. All right. We're officially in the playoffs.
Alex, so crazy to think 4 teams in the same division can make the playoffs.
If it happens, that would be insane. I don't see how it's not.
I think it's gonna be us and the Lions.
Teams has to miss out. That's what I'm saying. For Washington to get in, it would be crazy. I mean, theoretically, if Washington and the Giants both win out, we're all in the playoffs, which would be a first. I just think Washington has a very difficult schedule, and we also have a very difficult schedule. So it's like the odds that one of us isn't the team to fall, although Seattle's struggling. Seattle is struggling, but still, I think Detroit beats one of us into the playoffs. I think Detroit is just a fucking steamroller right now, dude.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, which I'm not because I'm bad at it and I'll get carried away, but if I had to put money on it, I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions win out the rest of the season.
I kind of think that's going to happen, yeah. And then I think Washington would be on the short end of the stick.
Unfortunately. Sorry. Not sorry.
As long as we're in, I don't give a fuck about anybody else.
I see. Well, anyway. Do you wanna hear this is Christmas. Do you do the Christmas crackers? Are you familiar with the Christmas cracker?
So you pull the
thing, yeah.
Thing, and then you get a crown and a
crappy
little treat.
and a joke. Yeah. Since it's Christmas time, I think it's time to add a little new feature to the show. This week's joke of the day.
The joke of the day.
So, Alex.
The Brady in there was really good.
So, do you buy advent calendars?
I do. I don't, but my parents, my mom does for me.
Well, yeah. So I read somewhere that they say that in the next 10 years, no one's going to be buying advent calendars.
Why is that, Mike?
Because their days are numbered.
The joke of the day.
Lovely stuff.
So did you get that from a cracker?
No, actually, I searched, Googled dad jokes, and it was about regular calendars, so I remixed it slightly.
That's a good one. So what we should do is over the Christmas holidays, if we have crackers, just everybody tweet us those, and we'll tweet them out. Like if you see any weird, terrible jokes from us, it's obvious that one of us just got a cracker that we're gonna
tweet
give
at CBB Hod. Use hashtag CBB crappy cracker or something like that.
Crackers.
CBB crackers.
Crackers. That
Your
doesn't
homework.
look problematic. I did also have a whole Hot Wheels race thing called Race Wars, and that was a fun hashtag.
Hey, you didn't get cancelled for the whole pandemic, so
No, but it would be like when you'd go look at like the hashtag, it was like, wow, there's white on black crime, there's black on white violence, this on this, and day 48 of Alex's Race Wars. Can the blue car beat the red car? Let's find out.
Just don't
Like,
bring
what
it back anytime soon in case someone tweets us like hashtag race wars, hashtag CBB crackers.
Yeah.
Because then that would be one of those where I create like
a cracker that's he's pro cracker, obviously. Like,
I won't be thinking about it. That hashtag will really pick up. And I was like, oh, here's a chance for some merch. And I'll just put
we're going viral.
Our white faces with CBB crackers underneath it. Interesting. Anyway, let's change the subject. Coupe du Monde, the World Cup wrapped up on Sunday. Which I appreciate. There are other people in the world, hence the name World Cup, that need to watch it, and they have to be considerate of their time zones. But after the enjoyment of watching all these games, I was kind of like, oh, I really want to see this game, but I have to get up this early to watch it. The hell?
I mean, it ended right before football, though, so that was cool. That was cool, but
it wasn't because I tried to change channels. So it's like, oh, and the game's over. Yay, Argentina win. Anyway, here's the Jets. It's like, what?
Oh yeah, because you're like, if you want to watch it, you had to watch the ceremony in FS1. But did you see that Argentina had to be like helicoptered out of their parade today?
No.
They're like, was it Buenos Aires or whatever it was?
Something like that.
Like wherever they were having the parade was like they were just overrun with people. So they're like, yeah, we're just gonna take y'all from the sky. Like, we got this. This would be better.
So did the helicopter land on the bus?
No, I guess wherever they were like, we're not gonna be able to bust y'all out. We're just gonna have to take y'all through the air.
I did hear one report that they were still miles away from where the parade was supposed to end, and apparently all the players were already like fucked up, wasted.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what? They deserve it. Especially when it's like a country like that hasn't won it in a long time, forever.
Poor them having to wait 30 odd years, huh?
It's been a minute.
1966. I've been waiting since 19 years before I was born. Where's my parade, huh?
I've never had a parade, so how about that? And you still tied us.
I guess, yeah, because even in any sport, have you had a parade of any sport? Because I guess obviously you're not worried about the Houston teams winning anything.
I don't think I've been to. I mean, technically my Roughnecks won as a part owner of the Houston Roughnecks. We won the XFL that got canceled early. But
you should have.
If the Rockets won, I should have. If the Rockets
I guess
won,
parade.
I'd be very excited about that. If the Dynamo win again, I'm gonna fucking lose it, bro. You know they won't sign me.
The official GOAT
status is over. Yeah.
Well, his status is not over. The argument, I guess, would be over.
Messi wins.
Again, you know, obviously social media and Twitter, you always get the weirdos coming out, and the amount of people who are still like, no, Ronaldo's still my girl. Oh my god, just fucking hell.
Sure, you can be. Just know you're wrong.
Yeah, and also, you're a grown man. Like, relax. Yeah, I've never understood. I mean, I don't know how. Maybe they're all like 13. I don't know, but having like your favorite sports star as your profile picture and your display name, and the username is Ronaldo GOAT 69 or some shit. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Go outside.
People do it like Big Brother in the summer, and it's like, wait, you changed your entire profile to like Team Taylor, and that's your profile picture, and it's like every time anybody mentions that person on a Big Brother, like any kind of tweet, they're like, "Fuck you for not respecting." And you're like, what do you do all day? This?
Just have alerts on for that
I
hashtag.
respect it, but it's terrifying.
Yeah, you don't want to meet that person in real life.
Like, I am a Daniel Jones stan, and I will defend him until the ends of the earth. But, like,
Hashtag Danstan.
I'm not just searching Daniel Jones all day on Twitter and then just mean replying to anybody that I don't know that said, like, Daniel Jones sucks. I mean, if you say shit to me about Daniel Jones to my face, I'll throw down. But I'm not just searching it out, you know.
Would you ever punch someone in the face for that?
Maybe. Maybe if they deserved it. Don't talk shit about Danny. Not to me.
Speaking of Danny, before we dive into obviously what you can tell is going to be our really in-depth breakdown of the World Cup final. Just a quick reminder and announcement.
I thought we just recapped it.
Yeah. If you go to merch.cbbpod.com, you can use the code DANSTANS and get 15% off your order between now and the end of the year. And we've got some sweet new swag, especially that Empire State of Mind t-shirt. Oh, that's a good one. You should check that out. And the Che Guevara one, which is very popular on Reddit. You should
you should totally go post it. You should definitely go post those pictures on Reddit. It'll go over great. I was like, guys, I was just celebrating a win with y'all. Stop being mean.
If you don't want a discount, fuck you guys.
I didn't say you had to like it. I was just saying, like, let's go. Oh wow, did you was Bin Laden? No, Bin Laden's a fucking bad guy. So was Che Guevara, but like still, it's a bit. We wouldn't wear Bin Laden shirts around, ironically.
No, because it doesn't
we're like in 8th grade. I guess you weren't in across the pond. I don't know if it was like hip for the kids to wear the like Che Guevara shirts.
No, but I did once.
You don't get it, bro.
I think I might have told this story before. Maybe once around the same time we launched that t-shirt, but I did just for shits and giggles because I saw. So every Christmas at the local mall by me, there was always this like, like when you go to malls, in between the malls, is just kind of like that pop-up stand type thing.
Yeah.
And it was always like this big calendar thing, saying calendar kiosk for the upcoming year. And so
Che Guevara kiosk.
Well, yeah. So I always go there. That was my tradition. I would buy like the worst, shittiest, cheesiest looking one as like a little bonus gift for my mum. It was like a game me and my brother used to play. Who can buy the worst bonus gift, basically? And so I always get like a really cheesy little calendar. And then one year I saw a Che Guevara calendar. And I said in my head, if I turn this, because when you can turn them around, you see the previews of every month. I was like, if I turn this round and every month is the exact same picture, I don't care how much it is, I'm buying it. And I turn it around and I was not disappointed. And I bought
They were all the exact same?
Exact same picture every month.
That's the best.
Good.
Dude, that is the best idea ever for a calendar. Tell me next year. Promise me that next year we will sell Play Up Big Blue calendars, and it's just the logo of us, and that's it. 12 out of 12 months. It's like, you're gonna love this. And it's like, you loved that last month so much. Don't worry, we got it for February too. And it's like, it's not festive or anything. Like, nope. It doesn't have any it doesn't mark where Christmas is or Thanksgiving or Rosh Hashanah. Like none of it's just the dates. That's it.
Teespring, get on that. Add calendars to your store.
I will personally be down to outsource it for the 12 calendars we may or may not sell and or give to our friends and family. But like if we can just have a calendar that every single month is the exact same picture, that is the best calendar idea ever. Where it's like that somebody was like, "Hey, dude, time to go to print today. Did you get all the other months?" It's like, "Fuck, that's today." Oh, shit,
I got the proof. I got January done.
Next Tuesday. All right. Well, maybe this one that I had for January, we just run it all 12 months. Like, you think we're just gonna run it and no one's gonna know? They're like, I don't know. A lot of people are gonna buy Che Guevara calendars. I don't know. Probably not. Good idea. Print it. And you were like, you sold it. Like, God damn it, we sold one. Let's go.
Back in the office. One's gone. One's sold. Oh.
That is maybe the best story you've ever told me, Mike. That is fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. We'll just go. No. What did you want for February or March? No, just go with January. All of them? Yeah, dude. Like, it's great. People love Che. One of it was just Michael Che from SNL for like July. Like, nobody's gonna know.
Alex, I'll buy a calendar from y'all. Do you want 10?
That's 3 calendars right there. So you, me, Alex O.
My mom. I'll send her one.
My mom probably. Yeah, that I'll buy as a gift.
We could get close.
Yeah, it's 5. Let's just buy 10. Just buy 10 and just sell them and be like, all right. I remember heavily investing in pistache trays on Pasta Gravy, and it was just ashtrays I bought and put Pasta Gravy stickers on for your.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't bring me one.
I should have. I've got plenty of them.
I like nuts and cigarettes. I could have got 2 uses out of it.
God knows, I've got enough.
Oh, they're different colors as well.
See, you're gonna love these. I'll send you one, Mike. It'll be my Christmas present to you, pal.
Appreciate
you can
it.
eat your pistachios and just put them right there.
So, do you know?
I really overestimated the pistachio market.
It happens, Yeah, sometimes you have to do. You don't win if you don't try.
These are gonna be worth a fortune soon. Turns out they were not worth a fortune.
Limited edition.
That's why I have people that be like, dude, that was actually like a great idea, what you guys thought about on the podcast. We should there's really something to that. Like, you should invest in it. And I'm always like, stash trays, dude. It's not worth it. And I'm gonna put like $200 into this, and I'm gonna get nothing out of it.
You did not invest $200 in pistache trays.
Buy one of these, you think that like, hey, maybe I buy some more of these, and so then get that. I had to buy the stickers. Just add it was shipping. Add it up. Look, you win some, you lose some. All right, it's all about investing. Not all the investments are going to be good ones. It's like Shark Tank that I do to myself.
I'd watch that Shark Tank episode.
Shark Tank of they're pistachios. Well, why wouldn't we just put a cup down and put our pistachios in the cup? Because fucking these are
cup
pistachios.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, just a cup for your pistachios. Like, yeah, where are you, a fucking loser, Mark Cuban? Try one of these bad boys. He's like, yeah, it's about the same as I put in a cup, but
because then what am I going to drink out of?
Pistachios specifically.
If I have a cup for my,
and what am I gonna drink out of, Mark? I don't know. Another
we're all rich like you and have 2 cups.
I don't have a pistachio cup. All right, Mark. I only own 1 cup. All right, my whole family owns 1 cup we drink out of. We take turns passing it around, sipping out of it. I'm like, can I have a sip? My wife hands it to me. I have a sip. And my son says, Daddy, can I have a sip? And I hand it to him, and he has a sip, and he hands it back. That's how I consume drinks, Mark. Right, millionaires. Right, Mr. Wonderful? How about you shut up? The bottom. You know what? Fuck you. I throw one of him, and then I get the scored out. It doesn't even make it on TV. Pistache trays. Great name.
Pistache trays.
Pistache trays.
Maybe
we should have a pistache tray calendar. I got the photo for you.
Just a picture of that.
All 12 months.
All 12 months. If you love the pistache tray, then you'll love the pistache tray calendar.
Nobody bought the pistache trays. Well, maybe they'll like the calendars instead.
But wait, there's more. With your purchase of a pistache tray calendar, You get a free pistachio.
I love that you were just like, I told myself, if this is the same photo every single month, I will pay whatever it costs. Whatever the cost is, I will purchase this. And I wasn't let down. And like you would say that to yourself, like, well, there's no way that they're all the same. Oh, they actually are. Okay.
It was annoying because it was one of those, when you buy. I don't want to wait till Christmas to see my mother's reaction. Happy early Christmas.
I want a Che Guevara calendar so bad, but I don't want to order one and then look like a terrorist online.
Just you wait and you pick it up
with
with your
t-shirt. Going
t-shirt.
through customs, they're like, "Hey, Che, big Che guy, yeah?" I'm like, yeah. Why? What's wrong with it?
And they leave you a note, and you have to go pick it up at the post office, and you turn up with your Danny Dimes t-shirt. Yeah, he's definitely one. Yep.
Here, pick up my Che Guevara shirt.
Go.
Calendar. He's a radical. Get him. I don't really know if we need to break down the World Cup after that. Like, I think
it was a roller coaster of a game, and then there was penalties.
Dude, I mean, it was yeah. Just quickly on it, best World Cup final ever. I mean, I saw people throwing that around there, but like, it was like, somebody had posted a TikTok afterwards. It was like, if you just watched the World Cup for soccer, like for the first time ever, this is your only doing soccer. Don't ever watch soccer again. That's it.
Oh yeah,
you just thought off, like, don't ever watch another game again because this is it. And I was like, that is.
Can you imagine like someone? It's like
it's a 0-0. What the fuck is this?
Scrolling through Peacock and they're like, oh, Burnley versus Leeds. Oh, this is. I wonder if this is gonna be as good as Argentina
Newcastle's
versus
playing
France.
in the Carabao Cup today.
Oh, I don't know. Even did anyone do one?
I saw just because I saw the sportsbook Reddit was telling people to bet on certain things, and I was
good for them. I don't care about the EFL Cup.
I don't give a fuck either, dude. But Premier League is back this week.
It is on Monday. And we play
Arsenal.
Oh yeah, fuck, it is Arsenal. Fuck.
So you know what? I may just
not watch.
I have Peacock. I'll just rewatch the replay later when it's like
if we win.
Like, although we got all these guys in World Cup shape, so there you go. Right, we got that going for us. Manuel Lanzini's going to be playing like Messi, and we'll have Igard pissed off about Morocco, so he'll be playing. Declan's gonna be pissed.
Aguerd.
Aguerd. I've watched every single one of his Instagram stories, which is really funny because now it throws like people that don't speak English as like other stories that's like suggested to me. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what these words are. Because it's got like all the captions on it. I'm like, I don't know. But it's just got like all the, I guess, other Moroccan players. I couldn't really name another Moroccan player. But I was like rooting for fucking Morocco because we have Naif. So
isn't there one? I recognize what doesn't he play for Chelsea? I don't know his name. I can't remember his name, but I recognized him.
Yeah. I mean, if you say the names, like I'm like, I've heard that name. But like it was like I could not name you just a Moroccan guy. Like that Chelsea guy is about Yeah, the guy was like for like Barcelona or Madrid or something like that. Maybe it's Atletico Madrid. But I don't know. Remember we did how many can you name? And it was like that's how France is gonna win. Turns out that system's not always right.
It's not as good as the LMNOP stats. But,
I do want to. We should do that for for every West Ham game, but since we know all the players on West Ham, we're just like, obviously I can name my West Ham players, so they're gonna probably win.
I could name 20 of them. They're guaranteed to win.
Chelsea? Well, yeah, you name every sub. Okay. All right. And then when it does work, we're like, never fails.
That'd be a fun feature for the show. And now it's time for us to recite the squad list this week.
West Ham is just the same exact one. And then, all right, and now Chelsea. Fuck. All right, Pulisic.
That goalkeeper guy. Yep. Got it.
Goalkeeper Mendy.
Did you see? I did laugh when. Did you see the West Ham Twitter page put out a picture of Areola? I was like, oh, commiserations, dude. He didn't do anything.
We don't give a fuck about France, bro.
But I was worried because I wanted Argentina to win, but I wanted a good game. So when France suddenly scored one goal, and I was like, oh, game on, and then they scored 90 seconds later, I was like, fuck, I don't like this.
And then when Messi scored in overtime, you're like, just fucking build the statue now. Like, it's over. There's no, actually, it is. Ooh, looks like we're going to penalties. And I love that they just were like, and Lloris, he's not good at penalty. He's not.
He said it himself. I'm not good. I don't.
Not good. And it's like
and to his credit, he was right.
That shit. Right, but like it's funny when it's like I'm not good at penalties, like stopping the ball like a goalie is supposed to do. Like that's literally your job. And I get that it is very difficult to be like, my specialty is definitely not stopping shots.
To be fair, as proved in the EFL Cup last year, if I remember correctly, what France should have done retrospectively is the last second taken Lloris off and put Areola on.
Dude, they would have won the World Cup, bro.
And then West Ham would have been the hero.
Fuck, we would have won 2 World Cups.
Oh, we already did because the Argentina head coach used to play for West Ham. He was on loan to us for like half a season, so it counts. We won the World Cup.
Yeah, counts. That's pretty
West
sick.
Ham, 2-time World Cup winners.
Suck our
Put
dick,
the
world.
stars on our crest.
We gotta give it to him. Give it to him. All right, and that was our World Cup recap.
Yeah. And this Monday, we're probably going to lose to Arsenal.
Did you see Salt Bay? His thing? That was
guy.
weird. I hated him after watching that. I didn't have a problem with him until then, but it was like Messi was like, dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to celebrate. Like I finally achieved. I got this monkey off of my back for the first time in my whole fucking life, man. Just relax. He's like, just Messi, just one picture.
Now I have this guy chasing me around doing this. What are you doing?
And then he like grabs I think Di Maria was taking a picture of him and he's like pulling it away from him and he's like, it's like, stop. It's not funny anymore, man. You're a weirdo. How did you get down there?
He's not even Argentinian.
He's not?
I don't think so. Look it up. Salt Bay. Turkish.
Yeah. Bullshit.
What the fuck was he doing? Anyway, that was that, and that was our Premier League preview.
Yep.
Hopefully, Arsenal's players all tired. I think Jesus is still injured, so that's at least 1+ for us.
And it's his birthday the day before, so he'll be a little
hungover. So
good call on that.
Yeah. Anyway, so normally, before we wrap up the show, we do a preview, but new episode of Pass the Gravy. It's the on-demand version of the 9th annual Christmas Spectacular.
Yeah, it is the 9th annual Christmas Spectacular. We got. I mean, if you were there, I think you're gonna want to watch it because we haven't released it yet. So everybody that was there, it's like you're part of it. You're having a fun time. Like you want to go see all the stuff you said. If you said anything on a microphone, we had like live answers, questions, and some not cool. So people were able to come up and like talk to us. So like I'm sure they want to go see there. There were awards given out. I know Alex O may or may not want to be going to watch the awards that he won or lost. Maybe he lost and he's just like, oh, I almost got up. Like he did the Zoolander thing where he thought he won the model of the year. He's like, oh no, and like it's Hansel.
It's like palms, the actual winner out of the way.
Yeah, it was our best spectacular. We've had 9 of them. This was without a doubt the best one. It was an absolutely like awesome time. And I think you're gonna if you're just listening to it, you're gonna be able to tell how much fun we're having. And if you're watching it, you're gonna definitely be able to see how much fun we were having. A child told Pat to fuck you. Somebody else gave their child a sign that said fuck you. Somebody went to the bartender at one point and was like, do you know the language that they're using? And the bartender was just like, yeah, man.
I like how you hyped it up as a family friendly show, and it's the kids.
I mean, it is a family friendly show. Your kids are cool with a couple of F-bombs. Like we didn't cuss to the kids. Kids cussed at us. And then when a kid cusses at you, you're like, this is hilarious. Like,
will the video version be dropping at the same time as the audio version?
I believe so. So yeah, go check it out. Pass the Great Podcast. And then next week we will have our best of episode. But go check out, celebrate the holidays. Pass the gravy. Is there a new waffle box?
There is.
Ooh.
This week. I'm recording it later tonight. We're doing the Waffle Box Not a Strong Start Christmas crossover special. So we'll be joined, myself and Kush will be joined by Daniel, Jose, and Chuck from Not a Strong Start. So there's going to be 5 people on the screen, all talking over each other. It's going to be incredible. So we're going to kind of merging some of their parts of their show and parts of our show. It's going to be like synergy. It's going to be wonderful. So obviously there'll be like Christmas themed Dumb World record. We're also going to be naming each of our top 5 Christmas movie characters that we hate, which should be fun.
Oh, that'll be good.
And I've got some.
I hate Neil from the Santa Claus. That's mine.
Well, I'm not going to speak for that.
I don't want to speak on anybody's behalf, but I'm just letting you know that would be my 1-1. That guy fucking sucked yesterday when I watched it.
Yeah. But go to enjoywafflebox.com for the Christmas period. I did totally 100% steal this idea from Alex and Pastor Gravy. But if you go to enjoywafflebox.com, at the top there's a link for you to claim your free YouTube subscription for the holiday spirits.
Do that. It's good. Give it to your loved ones.
Yeah. Or you can subscribe to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, which are also free for right now. So jump on that opportunity. Don't want to miss out. I think that wraps it up nicely. That was a very good. I think it was a
good fun
show.
episode. Get your Jacob calendars before the year's over.
And start saving up your money now for the 2024 Claret
Viva La Dimes calendar.
Do you reckon we could do? Oh, if we print it independently, fuck it. We don't care if we get sued. What are you gonna do? I can do it. All right. I've been Mike Fish. You can follow me at only Mike Fish. He's been Alex. You can follow him at Alex J Middleton.
Let's go Giants. Merry Christmas.
Let's go Giants. Let's go West Ham for the first time in what feels like 2 months.
Let's go Santa.
Let's go Santa. Good
and happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa.
For your birthday. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Did you see the? Did you see the? I know we're going to end. But did you see the nice with Kyrie Irving? And they played a picture of the spinning globe and the Happy Hanukkah. Did you see that? What a great! Even though technically the Nets are my team, I enjoyed that thoroughly.
It's a good graphic for sure.
Until then,
seahorses forever.
And we're not taking any time off. We're not doing the best of because I didn't think ahead to do that. So we'll be back next week, I guess, for another live show. See you next Tuesday.
Hey, let's go to Peyton. He's going to break down that touchdown. Can't hear shit. Never mind.